Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I did a few missions off camera where I rescued a lot of Kerbals. So we got Matgan and Curly and seems like a couple others. So if we take a look at our astronaut complex, we can see we got quite a few Kerbals here. And I did download a new texture pack for the Kerbals so that their helmets and their suits look a little different. I haven't messed with it a whole lot, but I'm not sure if I like it. So we'll take a look at that and see if that's something we want to keep or not. Someone said that if I come in here to the VAB, I could change the settings of Kerbal Engineering. So let's open up a part here. Any old part. Let's go to our station. Where is our station? There's a power mod. That's for, there it is, Station Alpha. So I think we're going to be messing with this a little bit here. And let's see, settings. Simulate using vector thrust values. Build engineer overlay. Okay. Flight engineer activation mode. Partless. Okay. Alright, that's what it was. Okay. Very good. Okay, I think that's all I needed. Alright. Very good. Alright, thank you for that tip. Alright, so do I want this same type of station to be in orbit over the moon and Minmus, or do I want to hold it? I mean, this is just really just a habitat module. And I probably won't need this little guy because I'm just gonna fly this up. I really need to get a little more science so I can unlock some better docking ports. So let's take a look at the next stage of docking ports in the research and development here. Where would that be exactly? Down here somewhere. Here's the mining. I need that. This will be 550 science. Different xenon propulsion. Some new AI. There's some new AI there. Okay. Fuel cell array, that wouldn't be bad. Gigantor solar array, I want that for my stations. Where is the largest docking ports? There it is. Clampatron docking seat. This is expensive. Okay, but I need this in order to get to it. Okay. It's a lot of structural stuff, which wouldn't be the worst to have, honestly. Inflatable airlock. What to do? I don't quite have enough science anyway, so I could probably go to our station, our outposts, and see if we can get some science from them. So let's go ahead and pop out there and just see what science is available. And I think we'll just go ahead and use the base module for the station. It's just ugly to have those small docking ports on there. To me. Alright, how much science do we... Ooh, they got 200 science here. That's great. That's great. How much electricity do they have? Not... They got plenty. Let's go ahead and transfer the science here. And can we level up the crew as well? No, not yet. Alright, let's go ahead and transmit our science. Speed up time a little bit. Make sure our electricity doesn't go down. It's fine. Boom. Extra 200 science. That's great. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to... You can see the Kerbals all look different. Look at Valentina. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the tracking station, though. And we will go on to take a look at the moon. Lunar Lab. And We might need to go ahead and level up our research center to the highest level as well there. Alright, Lunar Lab, let's see what we got. 218 science here as well. They don't have quite as much electricity. We'll go ahead and see if we can transmit it and see what happens here. Not enough electric charge. Oh, they don't have any electric charge. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up time and get them into daylight here. And sun's coming up over the moon. Whoa, what happened to my texture there? There we go. Alright, electric charge is full now. Let's go ahead and transmit the science. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Science transmitted. Now we should have enough science to do whatever we want. Well, not whatever we want, but to get our next level. So let's take a look and see what we got. And go to the next level. Let's go ahead and go in here. These are all ones I can afford at 300. I think we're going to go for this one actually. Even though the composites won't give us anything we desperately need. I want that bigger docking port sooner rather than later. So that we can start making... or should I go ahead and get this first? Decisions. I want these giant solar panels too for the station, but I want the senior docking port for the station first. So, this is what we're getting. Alright. So unfortunately that didn't give us anything that I directly want like right now. But I will go ahead and upgrade the center here. Yikes. That was expensive. Okay. Now, we need to do a mission that will give us some money. And look at this. Another rescue. There's Kerbins everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And we'll take that as well. Let's see what we can do here that would give us some good money. This will give us some pretty good money. An orbital station around the moon. I think we're going to do that, even though nothing too special about the station that we have right now. I feel like it'll do. It'll do! But we do want to change it a little bit, I think. Let's see. Let's grab it. Let's take out the fairing. Okay, we don't need... I'm gonna change the top of it here. First, for one thing, we don't need this. And I'm gonna get rid of... I want this to be the root part, actually. Change this to the root. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to take this off, take that off, and we're going to put on a cupola, like so. Okay, that means we're going to have to change just about everything on this thing. Okay, get that down there. And this will not house 5 Kerbals. Or yes it will. 4 or 5. There we go. Is that the requirement? 5 Kerbals, stability for 10 seconds. Alright. Very good. Okay, so now I don't want all this ugly stuff on top. So I think, can I put this Probodobodine somewhere else? Probably can't. I could just send a Kerbal up. That's what I'll do. We're just gonna send the Kerbal up, and then we'll attach an escape pod and send him back home. No, you have to have a Probodobodine on this thing. Sorry for my indecision. I'm just trying to get there. Alright, so but while I'm thinking though, let's go ahead and get some solar panels on this bad boy so we can fly it away. There we go. That bit me a little bit, and we'll need a battery or something on there to probably don't need 4. Let's just do, yeah, let's just go ahead and do 4. 4 batteries, 4 solar panels. Whoa, how did that happen? Okay. There we go. Much better. Alright, so 4 batteries, 4 solar panels so that we can fly this thing and get rid of it. We'll have a Kerbal in here. We will need some monopropellant for these things. We'll need 1 more set of them up here, like so. We'll need some solar panels on this guy. We're going to go ahead and put on just these small ones because we're going to have some permanent power module on there, and so we'll need a battery on here as well. We'll go ahead and put one of these guys on there. So let's get this off of there, put that on there, just like that. Hide the battery in there. Very good. Alright, and then it's got 1 docking port there. I feel like we need a couple of docking ports on the side, or maybe 1 on the top. I hate to put 1 on top because, you know what? I'm thinking. Hold on a second. I'm thinking. Let's pop this down. We're gonna bring this up. We're gonna put another docking port on here, like so, and a small command pod. Ooh, it's tiny. Can we just use a bigger docking port? Do we even need a docking port? I don't think we even need a docking port. Let's put this guy on here. Let's get some solar panels on him and a battery. There we go. Just some tiny solar panels just to get him home. Okay. And then a small rocket engine. I'm just trying to think how we could do this. If I put just a small tank on here, something like this, how much DeltaV would that be? 921, and then without this thing on here it'd be even more because I wouldn't have all that. I think that'll do. I think that will do. Let's go ahead and put some communication, some rudimentary communication on this thing. 1 Communitron panel on the back. No, not 2, just 1 on the back. That's like so. And then I think we're gonna be ready. I don't have my checklist, but I got. Don't need a reaction wheel because I got this. I might need a reaction wheel on this big boy though. Probably will. Let's get the command and control. Get us a nice reaction wheel on here. There we go. Very good. This will fly this back home. This will be for this. And just stack separator, yes, okay. Parachutes. Need parachutes, you big jabroni. And, okay, yeah, wow. Alright, I almost made some huge errors there. Okay. I definitely need my my cheat sheet here. Need a decoupler. Just a small one. Not that small. That's for that. That's for that. Let's put on some parachutes. Probably just need one, even though it'll make it look all lopsided. It's okay. It's just a little escape pod. So, that'll be fine. And actually, you know what? I wonder if I put the parachute on top of here, if I can still connect it. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. No, can't. Okay, I have to do it that way. That's fine. Pop that on there. Torque's all messed up, but that's okay. Yeah. So this will disconnect from that. This will disconnect from that. You'll climb out of there, get down into there. They need some monopropellant tanks. So let's get a couple of these bad boys. Cover up the windows. No. Could do a couple down here and embed them a little bit. Alright, so let's get that. Let's rotate them so that they're a little better. Let's see. There we go. And then let's embed them into the bottom of that so that they're just visible. Okay, very good. And they won't impair any of that. Does this have a battery at all? No, it does not. So let's get some batteries. Put them in there and then we'll embed them in. A little more. Okay, let's go ahead and take that toggle off because I want them embedded but just visible. There we go. Something like that. There we go. It's not bad. Alright. Now, will this get us home? We'll see. Alright, let's see. We need a pilot. Tomahawk has never been to the moon. Frank's never been to the moon. Traberry's never been to the moon. Curly's never been to the moon. Frank has been to... Now let's see. Traberry has been to Minmus at least. We'll send her to the moon. Alright. And then... yeah. This will be just fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and build the fairing. But first, let's get some auto struts on here. Let's do two... heaviest part, that'll be fine. Heaviest part. Okay. Very good. Can't believe I don't have auto struts on these already. Okay. Let's do. Alright, very good. What about these? Heaviest part. And heaviest part. Okay. Put you to the root. Okay. These guys don't need them. Put you to the grandparent. Okay. And then I think we are ready to fly this thing to the moon. Let's go ahead and build the fairing. That's too wide. We don't need that. There we go. Very good. I love it. Except, I would love it, except my DeltaV's awful. Alright, let's do, let's change this to MK2. And this is going to be saved. Oh, it already exists. Awesome. How about MK3 then? Okay. Let's close that. My DeltaV is all tiny. So we need to get rid of this. Get rid of these. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust these while I'm at it then. Alright, let's get rid of those. Get rid of this. Alright, so now we're going to pop just 2 on here, like so. And then we're going to put on some of these big boys, like so. Alright, let's put them on there. Is that on there straight? Yes, it is. Okay. And we're going to need some engines on there. So, let's look at the main cell here. They give us tons of thrust, atmospherically especially. But do we need that many main cells? How would the skiff help us here? 240. What if I put main cells on there? What'd that do for us? Not much better, and they're way more expensive, and they're way heavier. Alright, so we're going to put some skiffs on there. And we'll go ahead and pop on some aerodynamics here, like so. That will be to heaviest part, go. Now I'm going to duplicate these right here. Actually, I want to duplicate those with that on. Like so. Alright, and then I can do the same thing. They're all heaviest part already. Oh, very good. Very good. Need to move them down just a hair. There we go. Very good. Alright, now get our fuel canisters. Get some fuel lines here. We are going to make these go to these, and then these will go to Mama Ship. There we go. And then we will put these guys onto these, and then these guys onto these. Alright, now we're talking. Check my staging. Okay. $36.94. Okay. Okay. I don't want to pop them at the same time. I want to pop these two first, then those two second. Okay, very good. 43.15. Okay, so that will actually get us into orbit, but in order to get us to the moon, we need more oomph. So I take these guys off and put some more couplers on there. The couplers. And we're going to pop these on these guys, just like so. Get those off there. Okay, and these guys will be the first to pop off, and we need some more on these guys, just like so. All of them are all going to pop off at the same time. We're going to pop some kickbacks on there to help us get into orbit. Are they attached to the things? It's hard to tell. Oh, there. Now they are. Okay, so get those there, and those there. Okay, those are on there. Those are on there. Very good. Now, let's get all of these up here. All of those up there. Those will come off first. That only puts me up to 49.63. Jeez. That's just almost enough to get to the moon. Almost enough. Almost enough. Not quite. Okay. So what can I do to make this more efficient? Let's see. I could put some smaller asparagus staging, perhaps, on these things. I think we're gonna go with 49.62. I think we're gonna go with that. I think we can do it. We can do this. Oh man, this will probably be disastrous, but I want to try it. I want to try it because I want to. Alright, so we're going to try to lift as much as possible off the surface of the planet with these kickbacks, pop them all off, and then, okay, let's just do it. 53.32 is just about enough to get into a nice orbit of the moon, as long as we have a nice efficient launch, because it really only takes about 850 or so to get to the moon. And then maybe, oh, well, that's not good. And then another, say 300 to get into orbit. That's gonna be the tricky part, is getting into orbit. Okay. Auto struts, auto struts, auto struts, auto struts. Are we good now? I think we are. Save that. I think we're all good here, staging wise. 53 is not quite. It's just not gonna be enough. I need about 3,500 to get into orbit. Man, this is gonna be cutting it close. Tryberry may, she may fly off into the sunset. Okay, we're gonna do a nighttime launch. Here we go. Are we ready? Check my staging. I think we're ready. All right. Put this down here. This goes up there. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh, I didn't even put stabilizers on there. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, we need all the thrust. I was gonna try to save fuel, but I think we're gonna need all that thrust. Let's see if we can get up, up and away. I could have just added more fuel canisters to these side fuel things and then put on main cells, but I didn't want to. Okay. Keep it going, you boys. Keep it going. We're doing good. Doing good so far. Got about halfway to our apoapsis. A little more than halfway on just kickbacks. As long as they don't blow us up. Ooh, did that hurt us? No. That was close. That was close. Alright. What's running out of fuel? The main one ran out of fuel? How's that work? How does that work? Okay. Let's go ahead and get on up to 70,000 and we'll kill it. Okay. How did that run out of fuel? It says we've got fuel. Oh, I put it up to there. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's transfer that down to there. Let's get that thing all filled up. Then we can move the fuel back before we detach. Okay, that's probably plenty. Alright. There we go. And let's get into position here for a nice horizontal burn. And then we will be ready to get into orbit. We can drop this fairing. That'll help some. Probably could go ahead and drop it now, actually. Let's do it. Okay. And now let's go ahead and get burn. Full burn. I put my fuel onto the top stage instead of that bottom one, which is what caused the problem there. So that's my fault. Bad design. Okay. My fault. Bad design. So this next stage, though, should still fuel those guys okay. Okay. Should still be okay. Alright. It's my main rocket. He's about to out of fuel again. Transfer. In. There we go. Okay, are you ready? We're going to detach this next set of boosters. And now. Okay. Dang. This did not work out well. Okay. Let's do Alt. In. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. And stop. Very good. All these manual transfers I'm having to do because I'm an idiot. Okay, but we're just about in orbit. We're gonna have plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get this thing spun around a little bit here. Not exactly the most efficient end to our flight there, but we can at least maybe get our orbit up. Okay. Maybe get our orbit up to something a little more reasonable here. And go back here and burn here and get... Man, seriously. This is not good. This is not good. Wasting a lot of fuel. Okay. There we go. This is crazy. This is crazy. Keep burning, keep burning. we're going to be okay. It's just we're wasting a lot of fuel. Alright. We're gaining that altitude. As long as nothing burns up, we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and go back to our apoapsis. I think we're okay. I think we passed the point of being in danger. What a weird launch that was. Okay. Well, I'll definitely need to change that before we do another launch. Get on up into... I've never done that before, where I went around the planet without being in a stable orbit. That's hilarious. Well, first time for everything, I guess. Huh? First time for everything. Alright. Let's go ahead and zoom on over to our apoapsis. Stabilize our orbit. 2, 1. Okay. Alright. Let's go to prograde. Come on, Traberry. You got this. It's not your fault. Bad engineering. Look, see, I've got the fuel duct going into this top stage instead of this bottom stage. That was the issue. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and pop this up here and get into an orbit. Okay, now we're in orbit. Very good. Alright, so now, in order to conserve fuel, I'm going to transfer from these 2 tanks to this tank all their fuel. And we're going to try to dump these boosters if we can. We don't need all that extra thrust now that we're in the vacuum. It's just extra weight that we're carrying around here. If we've got enough space to store all that fuel. If not, then I'm not going to dump all that extra fuel. Okay, and then that's good. So let's get this and this down to here. There we go. It's a nice big tank. Maybe it'll fill it up. Not quite. Not quite. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. Still got 1452 DeltaV. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into an alignment for the moon here. Set as my target. Okay. Let's get our maneuver node right here. Let's go to the moon. There we go. Let's go ahead and fine tune this here so that we come in at the best possible placement. I forgot I had a mission to do a satellite at the moon. I could have sent a satellite up here with this thing. Okay. So he's going to come in there. Can we adjust it just a little bit to be a little cleaner? Just like that. That's going to be 164. Let's pop him out just a little bit. Just a little bit more. There we go. About 300. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright. There we go. 868. Alright. Let's go up to the next maneuver. And we're ready. Already. My God. Burn time is 45 seconds. Okay. So let's get that down to about 22 and burn. There we go. Gonna burn this baby out to the moon. Moon trips are easy. You just can't get much easier. Lots of satellites around. to help us out. How's my electricity doing? Still fine. Okay. I don't have any like exceptional electric generation here. Let's get that a little into position here and stop. Very good. Let's go ahead and pop on over here. Pew. Okay, 583 will get us into an orbit for sure, and I can drop these boosters onto the planet. And then, yeah, what was I so worried about? I had plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. I think my staging was, I mean, since my fuel delivery was all messed up, it gave me the perception that I had less fuel than I actually did there. So, everything's just fine. Just fine. We're going to go retrograde. We're going to burn into an orbit. And let our boosters go. Pop them onto... oh, I need to complete that mission as well. Let my boosters go. Let them fall onto the surface of the planet. And then we'll be all set. Okay. And stop. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that we have all the fuel we need from these guys into this guy. Transfer in. Alright, so now they're empty. I can detach this now. Okay, and then they will fall onto the planet's surface. And I'm going to go ahead and burn prograde if we don't bump into my rockets here. Gonna burn prograde and get a nice orbit here achieved. Nice circular orbit. Actually, I don't know where. Is there a prescribed? No. This should do it. We should have, yep, mission completion. Very good. Some extra money. Awesome. Alright, so now we have a couple choices. We could just leave this monstrosity all here, or I could go ahead, move Strawberry home. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think we'll take Strawberry here. You know what we could do? I'm just having a plan here all of a sudden. A fun little next mission. We could take Strawberry down to the lander here, or to the escape pod. Take it down to the moon outpost, switch out our pilots, and I think that's what I want to do. We'll move her, transfer her down to this. Okay, now she's in this pod. We are going to detach this, decouple node. Boop. So this is now completely unmanned, uncontrollable, until we get something else up there. Okay, this is floating off into space. Both of those should, come on. Both of those should crash into the moon, no problem. Aha. Okay, this is the real one. Alright, so now, I say the real one. This is the one I wanted. We're going to change the name of this, first of all, so that we can... This is going to be the DVS crew transfer. And what we're going to do is this thing is going to land at the outpost, pick up our former friend here, and I mean, she's still our friend. Pick up the former pilot. I don't remember who's on there, and then we're gonna take them back home. We've got plenty of fuel to do that. Plenty of fuel.